Hello YouTube, what is up? Kemando here with a video, obviously. As you can see, I'm a little late in the, why won't my boots... Okay. I'm a little late in the game. Well, I'm not, like, too late for starting it, though. Anyway, hopefully you can hear the game alright, but I am recording for Fraps. This is going to be an Aatrox, first impressions. Never played him before. What is up with my meter on the bottom? That must be my blood well. So yes, I never played Aatrox before. This is going to be a PvE, first impressions. He just came out, and then I got disconnected from the thing, like, multiple times. But the game hasn't even started yet, luckily. So here I am in his skin. It's called Justicar, and he looks like quite the badass. So, little disclaimer before I start. I don't promise the greatest gameplay in the world. So, it's not going to be the greatest gameplay in the world. Hold on, let me turn shadows up very high, because, you know, everything should be on very high. I got this great computer, so... yeah, okay. Alright, so I'm just gonna head up top now. Missed a few minions, but I wanted to make sure that their jungler wasn't gonna invade. He's also using the Justicar skin. So yes, I've never played Aatrox before, or Aatrox. I don't know how he's pronounced. What the hell was that? Is that his E? Yep. So my W, Bloodthirst, so every time I hit something I'm going to get some life back. So his W is a toggle. One of it has, how did that hit me? One of it has lifesteal and the other one increases his damage that he does. Good job, Jace. So yeah, never played Aatrox before. This first impressions again. I do not promise like the greatest gameplay. So, you know, don't, like, downvote if I'm super horrible. This is just going to be letting, you know, how he plays in shiz. Because, of course, I have never played him before. And, for some weird reason, when I spawned, I was able to... Never mind, it's not a weird reason. I started 4 pots because I was here late. And that is the only reason. I keep like predicting that he's gonna move, but he's not. I don't know. I'm giving him too much credit. So my E, it shoots out a wave in a line that's a slow and it does damage. Aatrox, all of his abilities cost health. So his passive is it's called the Blood Well, and whenever you use abilities, some of the blood that is cost to go into those abilities will be refunded into his blood well, which then drains down to a set amount after so much time. His Q is a gap closing escape type ability, or a grabber. Aatrox takes flight and slams down at target location, dealing 70 plus 7 physical damage to all nearby enemies and knocking up targets. So it's a knock-up gap closer. And his W is a toggle. One version of it gives you health per attack, which is why lifesteal stacks really good with this guy. And the next, it costs him blood every auto attack, but he does extra damage. So, yeah, that's kind of cool. Hopefully you guys liked the video. I'm probably going to do the full game, maybe cut it down to 20 minutes for the first impressions part. But I'll do a couple more games of him maybe, and, you know, upload them onto the YouTube. Hopefully I get a few views here. It looks like my pool's at about 117. So when I die, or come close to death or whatever, I'm going to get a 117 HP back instead of dying. It's like a revival type spell, much like that of a Zac or a Nivea type situation. If you're wondering why I was dealing so many deeps, my W put on blood price, costs extra health, but every auto attack deals tons of damage in the words of Freak. So I'm hopefully, you know, gonna give this guy the business. Alright, I killed him somehow. That was good. I have Bloodthirst on, so Bloodthirst gives me health per auto attack. And Blood Price is the other way around. Every third attack, Aatrox restores 30 HP. So it's more of a Jin Jiao type situation on how he gets health back. Every third attack you get HP. So yeah, it was a good kill. My Q kind of bugged. I Q'd onto him and it kind of like lobbed me into the air, but didn't really do a drop down. So yeah, it seems like you're gonna want to max W then E, because Q is his, you know, utility type gap closing knock up kind of spell that is good for ganking or helping with ganks. His ultimate is it changes his range. It increases his range a bunch and gives him extra attack speed and movement speed, I believe. Let me see. For the next 12 seconds, maximum health is increased per champion hit, so he does damage out around him. Like that. Yep, and if I do die, why didn't my blood well go off? Unless I already used it. So, yeah, I died, but I got another kill on him with my ultimate. So for the next 12 seconds, Aatrox's maximum health is increased by 100 plus 50 per champion hit, because it does damage around him and heals him. And then it gives him, you know, extra stats based on how many champions are hit around him, and it increases his attack range by 175. So, yeah, it's not a bad first beginning. I'm probably going to start with a Vampiric Scepter into a Phage or something. I feel like a Phage is going to be good. And then an Invis Ward, and I don't need potions because I have all the sustain that comes along with his ability. So, yep, putting it back onto Bloodthirst. It's got a 0.44 second cooldown, so you can just toggle between them really easily like this. And it glows to let you know what's what. So, yeah, I'm not sure how it looks in the normal skin, but hopefully I'm not blathering too much. I'm actually kind of scrambling because I missed my opportunity to do the whole intro thing where I say, this is Kemando, got all this shit going during the champion search thing. So yes, my next attack is going to give me a health bonus. Boom, there it is. Just some regen. Die, motherfucker! Look how godlike I look. I'm godlike. I'm gonna turn that off, start getting some health back. Super Saiyan mode over here. Okay, so so far Aatrox is pretty fucking badass. I'm raping this Aatrox because I'm out leveling him a bunch. I think my blood well went off. No, it's got a cooldown, so when it went off the first time, it hasn't yet refreshed itself from the cooldown. But, you know, it's fine. We got an MIA up here. We're good and warded, so I think I'm just going to let my minions push a bit and take out these minions. Trinity Force might be actually really good on this guy because of the increased attack speed and whatnot. Not exactly sure though. But the Sheen proc on top of his blood price, that should be pretty OP. Okay, he didn't use that on me last time, so I'm actually gonna live this. Okay, he... Oh! Holy crap. So I thought his blood well was already on cooldown because he had used it last fight, but it wasn't. But somehow I managed to outtrade him, even though his ultimate was on and everything. Unless it wore off, but it's still pretty good, I think. So I'm gonna get a Phage. Start building my Bilgewater Cutlass, because Blade of the Ruin King on him gonna be really, really strong. That's just a fact. So... Whew, that was scary. Okay, yeah. Hopefully this gameplay is good. I mean, I'm trying to do well, and this is actually like literally my first game as Aatrox. I've never played him before, so let's take this time to read through his abilities one more time for you guys. So Q, Aatrox takes flight and slams down at target location. It seems every time I try and use that, after he uses it on me, it bugs. So yeah, knock up. And hold on, I'm just going to get this CS, and then I'll get back to explaining. W is his toggle for Bloodthirst and Blood Price. When it's on Bloodthirst, he gains HP every third auto attack, and then on Blood Price, every auto attack costs extra HP to cast, but he does extra deeps. Yeah. Oh, it's only every third attack. So same thing as the health, except it's every third attack he gains the buff. So I think it would actually be best to maybe, I don't know, trick him, like use 2 auto attacks in Bloodthirst, and then pop 1 off in Blood Price to do extra damage. Yeah, but he's a really strong top laner. His ultimate gives him extra range, kind of like a Kale E. And it, it doesn't do AoE damage, but it still hurts. Oh crap, no! Okay, thank God. I've been calling MIA that whole time, so Jay should have been totally aware that he was not here. If he wasn't, well, that was just his deal. But good thing there, Aatrox is really not good. Let's see if it affects towers. His Blood Price. No. So Blood Price does not do damage to towers. Does it heal him off towers? No. It does not expel its proc on towers. So yes, that range around Aatrox is the range that everybody gets damaged around him, and I think it might also be his auto attack range after he uses it. So yeah, hopefully this is one of the first videos on YouTube, because I remember I used to do PvE videos a lot when I was the only one doing them, but now all the big name YouTubers do them too, and it's like, oh no. But yeah, so now I'm just getting free farm up here. Aatrox is, he's kind of given up. His E does decent damage. It's magic damage though, so it won't scale with your attack damage, so it's more of a slow type ability. But still, your Q actually does physical. It might actually be best to upgrade your Q over E for damage side of things. Much like how Vi, it's best to update E than Q, even though Q is her knock-up dash. Calling MIA again. Looks like they're still going mid, so I'm just gonna continue to free farm up here until it seems that my teammates get into like some sort of big debacle, and then I'll head down towards them to assist. So yeah, my blood well looks like it slowly goes down, maybe. Get some more health in there with my Bloodthirst price cost or whatever, the E. So yes, to reiterate, my passive is a life-saving kind of thing that when I run out of health, whatever health I have stored in my blood well on the bottom gives returned back to me, and that health is equivalent to health that I spend using abilities. And I think it slowly goes down over a time, but yeah. And then it's on a cooldown, 225 seconds. So it's a pretty huge cooldown after it's used. Alright, I got stunned by her ultimate. But that's fine, she's dead, I'm not. Go team. My ult has worn off. His ult's got a decent cooldown at 88 seconds at level 2. That's including the usage of it. So it's a little lower than that while it's actually on. Hopefully I'm not sounding too boring or anything, but I'm like trying to figure all this out myself while I'm trying to explain it to you. And I actually really like Aatrox as a champion. I was really excited about him when they revealed him. But it just seems they took him forever. I didn't think he was ever going to come out in the PvE. They patched him and then they reverted it. And I was just this whole shabacle. And it was really, really... I didn't even realize that I wasn't in Bloodthirst. But yeah, my Q's got a decent range for escaping, so I can go over some small walls and like this, get the hell out of there. I've escaped Aatrox's dirty grasp. I'm 5-1. My CS is alright. It's kind of minuscule. Good to see my teammates actually doing really, really good at carrying. Because usually they don't do that at all. So it's nice to know. It's nice to know my teammates got it under control. So I think I'm actually going to build a frozen mallet, but not first. I think I'm going to build my Blade of the Rune King first, and then actually another Vampire Acceptor build it too. That sounds like a good idea. And since he doesn't have any mana costs, he can pretty much infinitely sustain in the lane as long as you have W maxed out and some lifesteal. So it's just a really good idea to do that. My ult is up again, so I'll be using it to rape this guy and his face. Before I even get there, I'm probably going to want to pop on my blood price and then Q into this bush, slow him down. He got away. He Q'd over the wall. So I overestimated my Q's range. I'm actually gonna toggle that W back to healing. And depending on the fight, like if you're losing, you're gonna want to put the Bloodthirst on, whereas if you're winning the fight, you're probably gonna want to put Blood Price on, so you can do extra deeps. My teammate's doing fine down there, so I can continue to push this lane into their second tower and maybe get an inhib out of the deal because they're all dead. They're probably going to surrender here in the next few minutes. I'm not too sure, but so far I love this champion. I had a really good lane with a few, early on kills that kind of snowballed me. So he seems like a Riven China champion. He can just kind of snowball out of control once you get a certain amount of kills. I feel like a Black Cleaver would be really good on him too, but it's definitely best to go for the sustain for his ability costs. So yeah, I'm gonna get this top tower, and then I'm just gonna peace out because their team is coming back, and I don't really know where they are, so I'm just gonna leave. Looks like Jason and Emma encountered a Draven, who's really just not very good. I think he went mid. Okay, I'm going to get this big wolf and I'm going to come help my team out. They're going to try and escape through this way, so what I'm going to try and do is nothing actually, because Zach is going ham on everybody. Alright, that went well. So, yeah. Covers it. Health for over 1.5 seconds. When using an ability that costs health, Aatrox stores 70% of self-inflicted damage in the blood well. The blood well has a base of 35%. 22. Yeah, so the blood well decays 3% per second down to its 35% base, which it's already at. So if I do this, I'm going to get extra health, but it's going to decay down when out of combat. So now it's going to start decaying down. Yep, there it is, 385, 363, 341. So yeah, it's just going to go down. In case you want to know the ranges of everything, because I do use SmartCast, his Q is this range, his W doesn't have a range, his E has that range, which is actually pretty long. It actually extends past that a bit, and his ult has that range. So his ult and Q are pretty much the same range. Q a little longer. And I'm going to drink some 7-Up. Sorry I'm not as enthusiastic as I usually am. But I just want to, let you guys know that I love this guy and I want to marry his children. Wait, how old are his children? 7? Yeah, that's fine. So it looks like their Caitlyn's building all attack speed with some survivability. I mean, she should have really started with damage. It's really never a good idea to just start. It's time to die! My ult makes me look like a badass, clearly. Their Aatrox down here. I still have my blood well up with well over half the costs in it, so I'm gonna, come down here. And it looks like Aatrox has, oh, if you heard that, that was my cabinet, has outwitted us. He's outsmarted us. He's probably actually might be going to commit suicide, but no, he's dumb. He's going to come around right towards me and Ash. He's going to jump right into me. Perfect. So, yeah, he's fun to play. I love this guy. He's fucking great. It helps if you have a good teammates, obviously. So yeah, I can clearly build, you know, a better item now, like probably a Bloodthirster. Okay, I misunderstood the range on that again. Alright. My items aren't smart-tasted like I thought they were. They are in live, so I was like, oh no. I'm going to stay in combat so my blood well is multiplicately huge. And I'm actually going to go hit B at this point. Draven uses ultimate, didn't see that. And I'm going to buy a boots. So yeah, I'm just going to buy Zerker's Greaves for attack speed. And build this into another thingamabob once I have enough money. It's good to just keep doing abilities as you go if you're out of combat, but you think you're going to be in combat so that your blood well stays at a nice health pool, so it's not like super low like it is right now, the 35%. Because it's best if you have like the extra 700, it's like, oh no. And looks like Draven's going to die. I might end the video here pretty soon because it's kind of obvious how this game is going to end. I just jacked that kill. Really didn't want to do that. I actually just wanted to do deeps. But it's fine. Looks like Caitlyn's going to die without... Nope. Okay, so she's going to probably try and gap around here. So I think I'm going to head over there. She might actually be back into our jungle or in this bush right here. Oh, there she is. Yep. And she suicided. So there was no way of getting her. It was a good idea because she, you know, was gonna die anyway. Might as well not give us a kill. I used to call people bad who would suicide back when I was a noob, because it was like, you died to tower, you suck. Ow. She hurts. Oh, it looks like Caitlyn's here to do deeps. I'm flying. I'm flying. I'm flying. I don't know why. What was that? Oh, that was the movement speed buff from Nunu. So he's got an extra speed animation too when he goes faster. It seems like they're doing that with a lot of champions these days. Cassiopeia's dead, clearly. And that's going to be game, I think. So, yeah, it's pretty obvious how this game's going to go. So my first impressions of Aatrox, he's a really strong top laner with nice auto attacks. He's got really good abilities for dueling, especially in the early levels if you just have 3 of the abilities. And he's just, overall, he's just a great top champion. So, you know, we're gonna win the game here. He's gonna try and, yeah, that was obvious. Hopefully Ash can get this guy. Good. I really don't want to start getting into auto attack range of the turret right now. And I don't want to accidentally have your, you don't want to accidentally have your blood price on when you're trying to not die. It's best to have the bloodthirst on, so you're getting health per auto attack. So I'm just going to cast that and get back into combat here real quick so that I'm not, you know, losing all this health that's in my blood well. because if Draven does come in to, you know, give me one of those attempts at my life, I'll be able to, you know, fight him off with relative accuracy. So it actually looks like we're going to win the game right here. And that's GG, well played. So, yeah, that's a win with Aatrox. That's my first impressions of Aatrox in the top lane with the Justicar skin. He's a really fun champion to play, and I hope you get a chance to get into the PvE and play him. If you don't have a PvE account, just watch my video over and over and over. You get to hear my voice. You get to watch me play Aatrox and do really, really well. So, yeah, I appreciate any likes and support I get when I do get support and likes. Thanks for watching. Subscribe in the bottom, only if you want to, not because you feel like you have to, because if you're not going to watch my other videos, I don't really need you as a subscriber. But thanks again for watching. PvE, Aatrox, first impressions, in the top lane. Very strong champion, and I suggest you pick him up. So, when he's available, anyway. Watch Riot's AMA tomorrow, on the 21st. So, yeah, again, thanks for watching, and I love you all. Peace out.